Hey guys, Asal here, and welcome to my gaming setup video. I wanted to do this earlier as it has been one of the most requested videos that I have ever had out of anything, and I wanted to do it for the 1000 subscriber special, but I also wanted to do a vlog, and I thought about combining them, but I really wanted to do two separate videos because I had some pretty cool ideas for the gaming setup. So guys, with that, sit back, relax, and enjoy the setup of Asal. So guys, this is my gaming setup. It's pretty sweet if I do say so myself. I've got the dual monitor setup, I've got a pretty awesome PC, which really has gone through a lot. I got the PC, I don't know, 2-3 years ago, I'm not really sure, but I bought it like pre-made and it was terrible. I bought like a $500 gaming PC and it was just it was bad. It couldn't really run games, maybe on low settings, sometimes medium if you were feeling super lucky, but it was just kind of a piece of junk. And over the years I kind of bought parts and I worked on my computer, and it's kind of become, well, it has become a completely new computer. The only thing that is the same is just the hard drive, or one of the hard drives, because I have a separate hard drive for just YouTube. So it's really gone through quite a lot, and it's basically a totally new computer. And I definitely recommend, if you ever get a PC, build it yourself. It's a lot easier than you might think, and it's fun and it's cheaper, so really, why wouldn't you? So as far as the PC itself goes, right now I am running an Intel i7-3770 processor. I have a GTX 660, an Asus GTX 660 video card, and it's a pretty nice card. I mean, it's definitely not as high-end as I probably would like, and I kind of want to get a new one, but as far as just money goes with computers, you could be buying new things every few months, so I really want to get some mileage out of it before I move forward. And as far as RAM, I have 8 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM. I believe it's Corsair? I'm not totally sure. I think that's what my RAM is. Then for my power supply, it's a 750 watt power supply. It's modular, so that's how I have the nice wiring in there. It's nice and space efficient. And then for my hard drives, I have 3. I have a 120 gigabyte Samsung Evo. Yeah, Samsung Evo 120 gigabyte SSD, and that is it's a pretty nice thing to have, especially for games like Battlefield, because the game just starts whenever people get there. So if you can load in faster, you can, like for Rush for example, you can get to the flag or the MCOM before anyone else. Then I have 2 hard drives. One is just for straight up storage, whatever would go on my computer, and the second one is like a YouTube drive, I call it. It's my X drive. I changed the letter because, you know, lower letters are cooler. Who wants a C drive or an E drive? But anyways, that's my YouTube drive. And the case is it's a Zalman Z9 Plus, and it's a pretty cool looking case. It was only like $50. I had pretty much all new parts for my computer, and I wanted just I wanted to get rid of the old case and just kind of move forward to something completely new and fresh. So I went ahead and got that case mostly as just a project to bring everything over. But once I had that new case, it just felt like a completely new PC. And I was completely done with all the old crap because, I mean, I had like it came with a $40 graphics card, my first PC, which was like, I don't even know why I ever bought that. I was so misinformed, but the learning process definitely has been a good one. And my motherboard is a P875M, I believe. It's nothing super special. It gets the job done. And I do actually have an Asus DGX 5.1 sound card in there because the onboard sound of my motherboard, for whatever reason, just stopped working. It started making a really high-pitched squealing noise when I was using a microphone, which was really annoying because every time I recorded a video, my voice would have this squealing in the background, which was really irritating. So that's mostly the reason I got the sound card, and it does sound a little bit better. So all of these parts in my PC will be in the description. I'm sure a lot of you guys will be curious. So overall, I mean, it's a pretty powerful system. It's definitely not as high-end as it could be, but for the time being, it can definitely still hold its own as far as just playing games. I have noticed I've had to tone back settings a little bit in my Battlefield videos. I play on like a mix of medium and high settings, so it's definitely not ultra material these days, though in the future I will be upgrading because, you know, you have to upgrade every 2 or 3 years, but I just don't want to upgrade too early and just throw too much money down the drain. So as far as my audio setup goes, I have the Bose Companion 2 desktop speakers, and they're pretty nice. I got them for Christmas, and it's nice to have that Bose quality sounds because my headsets are just kind of like mid-level and they don't offer that high tier sound, and it's really nice to have that when I'm putting together sounds and trying to figure out how it'll sound best, because on a lower quality speaker you often can't really tell how it truly sounds. Now as far as my headsets go, I've got a couple here. This is the one that I use for gaming on the PC. This is the SteelSeries Siberia V2 headset. It's pretty good actually. I've had it for quite a while. I think you can get them for around 70 bucks or something like that. And anyways, they're nice and comfortable, nice and lightweight. I use this for all my PC gaming, and my favorite part is that like after hours of gaming, you still can't even feel them. So I really enjoy this headset, and I think it's a really great mid-level headset, though it's definitely not top quality sound like Audio-Technica or Bose might be. And now when I game on the Xbox, which I sometimes do, I don't really make YouTube videos on the Xbox as of yet. I do plan to in the future. Anyways, these are the Turtle Beach X1 or X2. Turtle Beach Ear Force X2s. A friend actually pretty much just gave these to me. Really nice of him. They're nice. They're good quality sound. It's nice to have that wireless capability when you're sitting on a couch and gaming on the Xbox. But the thing about them is the ear cups, they're fairly rigid, and after just like an hour of gaming, you can definitely tell that there's something sitting on your head, and they're not really as comfortable as I would like them to be, but they definitely do get the job done, and it certainly is nice when you want to game at night, and you want to be really quiet and discreet. So as far as my microphone, this is it right here. This is the Audio-Technica AT2020 microphone. It's pretty decent for the price. I think it's between $100 and $150, and for the value you get for your money, I would definitely recommend this mic. Though certainly if you're not looking to spend that much money in a microphone, if you're looking into a microphone at all, I would recommend the Blue Snowball as well, as that was my first microphone and that was only around 40-50 bucks, so it really depends on what level you're at and how much money you're willing to spend. But anyways, I also have the Rode PSA-1 mic arm, which is really nice because I can record videos and then I can lift up the mic and throw it behind my computer, and then I don't have it in my way. So it's definitely nice to have it up and off the desk, because when it's on the desk, you're kind of leaning forward and you're trying to get as close to the mic as you can. But with this, you can bring the mic to your face. So I definitely do enjoy this microphone, as well as the mic arm. And of course, I have the pop filter so we don't get those pops with the P noises and such, and it just creates a more fluid audio experience. So overall, I'm pretty happy with my microphone setup right now. I went through the Snowball first, wasn't really satisfied with that, and I have decided on the 2020, and I definitely think I will be sticking with this particular microphone for some time. So now I want to talk about my keyboard. This is a Meta.daz mechanical keyboard, and this is the clicky edition. So what that means is it has the Cherry MX Blue switches, and they have that nice tactile feedback, so that when you push down the key, you get that clicky sound so that you know when the key has activated. And the reason I like this is because it allows you to type extremely quickly. I know some people do prefer reds to gaming because there's little resistance, so you can press them very quickly, but I type a lot as well. I'm a student, I do code, I'm a computer science student, so it is really nice to be able to type very quickly. And when I actually got this keyboard, I learned how to type properly, and when I started, I was at like 40 words per minute, and then now I can do almost 100 words per minute, or I can do 100 words per minute on a good day. And I know you could say you could have learned to type properly on any other keyboard. Yes, that is true, though I can definitely say when I use other keyboards, I can't type nearly as fast as I can on the Daz keyboard. And just the tactile click, I'm going to show that to you right now. It is just an amazing sensation, and I just can't get enough of it. It's just listen. And for my mouse, I have the Razer Death Adder, I believe the 2012 edition. Anyways, it's the blue one, it's the palm grip mouse, which I really enjoy just because a palm grip mouse is just the grip that I use. The Razer does mice for pretty much any grip, and I really do enjoy their mice. Now, I don't have the new one, the green one with the nicer grip. I kind of wish I had it sometimes, but you know, I mean, I can't really justify 50, 60 bucks on a mouse that is only, it's really the same mouse, it just has a better grip. So that's the mouse I use. I really enjoy that mouse. It's great for gaming, it's great for pretty much anything. And Razer Synapse is nice to be able to adjust that DPI, so it's nice to have that customization. Now, as far as my webcam goes, I have the Logitech C920. I actually got this for my vlog, my first vlog, and now I've started using it for live streaming as well as my amateur hours series, so it is nice to have a HD webcam, and I really wanted to make sure that I got something that was top notch. I wanted to get something that I didn't have to upgrade, because I've had bad experiences in the past. Like, for example, my first PC, I had to pretty much replace everything in it because it was just so bad. So Logitech C920, it's probably one of the better webcams you can get right now, though you definitely don't need something as high-end as this if you're just using Skype or whatever. But as I upload in 1080p, I really wanted to make sure that I had a webcam that was in 1080. And of course, I also have my old Xbox 360, and this thing is ancient. I don't really play it that much anymore. I do sometimes, though not a lot of the time. I got it when I was finishing grade 9, so it was in 2008, and I bought it used with my brother, and I have no idea when it was first purchased. So this thing is at least like 5, 6, maybe even 7 years old. I have no idea. It is ancient, and it's on its last legs. It can barely read discs. Sometimes you gotta try a few times, so it's definitely on its last legs. So it's still kicking, and it's still working. And if I ever want to capture any Xbox gameplay, which I haven't done that much of as of yet, though I'd plan to in the future. I do have the AverMedia Live Portable Gamer for the capturing. It works great. I don't really use the SD card feature. I mostly just plug it into the computer and go, and I just got it mostly because it was on sale and I wanted one for the future, so I don't really use it that much right now, so I do plan to use it in the future when the Xbox One gets some decent games like Halo, for example, maybe Destiny. That's when I plan on picking up an Xbox One. So for my monitor setup, I have dual monitors right now. My original monitor that I got with my first PC, I'm not actually using right now. It was an Asus. I think it was around 19 inches, so not that big. It wasn't even 1920 by 1080. So eventually I upgraded to a 23-inch monitor. Now I'm using this one right now. This is an LG. I'm not sure the model number. Anyways, this was a 23-inch monitor. It was my first monitor that is in true 1920 by 1080 HD. So I used that for quite a while, but then, 23 inches is only so big, and bigger is better. So then I got the BenQ 27-inch monitor, and that's my primary monitor right now. So the BenQ is in the middle, and then the LG is on my left. So it's really nice to have that dual monitor setup, especially when you're editing videos and you have multiple things open, Photoshop, Vegas, and you want to be doing multiple things at once. It really is nice to have multiple monitors, and I could be using the smaller one as the third monitor, though in my opinion it's not really that big. It takes up a lot of desk space, and I've just gotten so used to two that I can't really justify using a third for the amount of space that it takes up on my desk. And for when I'm not gaming, I do have a nice little laptop for when I'm at school and I'm doing things not at home. And this is just an Asus X202E notebook. It's a pretty nice laptop. It's nice and light. I think it's 11.6 inches. It has an i3. It doesn't have an SSD or anything. It doesn't really classify as an ultrabook, but it is nice to have just something nice and light and just easy to carry around in a backpack on my days on campus, just because I don't want to be hauling around something super big. And as I'm in computer science, you have to do a lot of coding and such, and you can't really do that in a textbook. You kind of need a computer to do that. So that's basically why I have the laptop. And I don't really use it that much when I'm not in school, just because I have a pretty nice desktop. So the laptop is just mostly a school laptop, and schoolwork is pretty much all I do on it. So guys, this has been my gaming setup video, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have any questions about any of the products or items that I use or have mentioned, I will leave a link in the description to each and every one of those products, probably on Amazon.com or something like that. Now guys, I want to note that I'm not sponsored by any of these people. These are just honestly the products that I enjoy using, and maybe if you guys agree with my opinion, you guys will find them useful as well. So guys, once again, description, links for absolutely everything, and if you have any questions you want to ask me about my preference for products or anything like that, I love chatting with you guys. I would love to hear your guys' opinions or comments or questions or any of your concerns. So guys, this has been Asal. Be sure to like this video if you have enjoyed it, and guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.